If you're a financial advisor or sales agent and you're struggling with building trust, standing out from the crowd, or getting prospects to take action, this episode is for you. If you caught our last episode, we explored the power of storytelling and how it builds trust and connects with prospects on a deeper emotional level. Today, we're building on that foundation. And in this episode, I'll show you how to use storytelling in live broadcasts to boost engagement, earn trust faster, and ultimately close more deals.
Welcome to the Digital Advisor Weekly Broadcast. Looking to boost your business with the latest trends, innovative tech, and must-have resources? Join us to discover how to successfully scale your practice and automate the process. Here to guide you is your host, the dynamic leader of Advisor Marketing Hub and managing partner at American Financial, Rob Sousa.
Hey everyone, Rob Sousa here, helping financial advisors and sales agents use digital marketing to attract, engage, and convert more clients without sounding like every other advisor out there. And here's the best part. Stick around, because at the end of this discussion, I'll invite 3 of our most engaged advisors to be a guest on our podcast, where I'll interview you and highlight what makes you stand out from your competition, and we'll give you the opportunity to address the top 3 concerns of your target audience. So let's break down how you can use live video to connect, engage, and convert prospects into loyal clients. Before we dive in, a quick refresher from our last week's episode where we talked about why storytelling is your most powerful trust-building tool. But storytelling is just the beginning. Live video is the trust accelerator. If you're struggling to get clients to trust you, take action, or book that first call, live broadcasting is the missing piece. It gives your audience a real-time, authentic view of who you are, how you think, and how you can help. So stick around, because today I'll show you how to structure your live broadcast to go from just another advisor to one that prospects actually remember and want to work with.
I believe that live streaming is in the same place that social media was in 2014. In 2014, everyone knew social was real. You weren't walking around in 2014 being like, Facebook could go away tomorrow. No, it can happen. It is the communication pipe of our world. I think most people don't realize what's coming next, which is the live streaming of the mundane. So I have a feeling in the next decade that we will wake up in 2034 and there'll be people who are live streaming their hair salon and are just going to put a camera and live stream, and for whatever reason, they are going to become famous, meaning they will make money on subs, they will make money on advertising, they will make money on Johnny or Susan's hair salon merch, they will speak, they will write a book, like I wrote in 2008 with Crush It, happened, live streamers of the mundane.
So let's face it, most advisors sound exactly the same. Numbers, jargon, and dry presentations. But the ones who win, they use stories. And now we're going to bring those stories to life on camera in real time.
There's tons of people that come into my live streams and they'll say, hey, I would love to live stream, but I'm just not ready yet. It's really important to just rip off the Band-Aid and give it a shot.
Before we dive in, do me a favor. Whether you are a financial advisor or a virtual assistant for a financial advisor, please post in the chat, what do you think is the biggest fear or obstacle that is keeping advisors from jumping on camera and just doing a live webinar or a live stream? Here's the challenge. Most advisors either don't use live video, or when they do, they treat it like a lecture. It's stiff, it's scripted, it's boring. It reminds me of when I was in high school trying to stay awake during a history class while my teacher wrote bullet points on the chalkboard. about all the reasons why the United States entered World War II, which, quite frankly, I didn't really care about until I enlisted in the Army when I turned 18 and wrestled with the real fear of risking my life for the freedom of others. It wasn't until I had a reason to care that I paid any attention to anyone else's opinion. My English teacher never gave me a reason to care about what they were teaching. They were just talking in a classroom full of students, and they definitely weren't talking with us. This is a simple example of how to kill engagement. You need to engage your audience and draw them in to give them a reason to care. So why does live video work better than most other content formats? Because it's raw, it's real, and immediate. Prospects get to see the real you beyond certifications and polished website copy. Think about it. When you're live, your audience can ask questions, they can hear your responses in real time and feel like they're part of the conversation. That's what builds rapport and trust way faster than a static video or blog post ever could. A perfect example is the comment that I just glanced at in the chat by Dave Olson, who shared that his biggest challenge of live stream is that he doesn't have enough time in the week to prepare. Well, Dave, if you have enough time to meet with prospects in your office or over Zoom, you have enough time to jump on camera and have a conversation about what you talk about in every one-on-one meeting that you have in your office. In fact, once you create that live conversation, just like you would face-to-face, you will have a video that you can use over and over again to answer the same question that you've been answering in most of your meetings, which could save you a tremendous amount of time over the long run. Trust me, you have no idea how profound it is to have a live conversation with a group of concerned listeners than it is to have an individual single conversation that you're repeating over and over again.
I am devastated that I am too busy to be a streamer. I believe that if I had time and wasn't actually running businesses, I would probably stream for 12 hours a day. You know, I think the depths that come along with audience engagement in live and streaming is profound. You're much more interactive.
So how do you make live video actually work for you? Simple. Structure your broadcasts for engagement. Take a moment to post in the chat the most frequently asked question that you get asked in every one-on-one meeting. Because that's exactly what you should be talking about in live webinars, workshops, or live streams. Live video isn't about delivering flawless presentation. It's about starting a conversation. When you interact with your viewers, they feel seen, they feel heard and understood. And that's what builds trust.
And having a consistent format will help your audience know what to expect when they see your show. For each of my videos, I have this outline. First, I'll start with my countdown timer if I'm using it for that video. That leads me into my cold open where I give a quick bit about today's topic. Then I play my intro sequence. And once that's over, I say my name and I give a call to action. Once that business is over, I get into the topic. Typically, I split this into 3 points: the overview, then a demonstration, and point 3 will be best practices or takeaways. Once the topic is covered, I go into a recap, and then I sign off, which leads me into my outro sequence. And that's the show. I do adjust this based on the topic for each video, but it does directly mirror my scenes in Ecamm, which I will cover in an upcoming video. Now feel free to use my outline as a base for your videos and customize it as you need.
To help you get this right, I've put together a free downloadable resource The broadcast outline is a step-by-step guide that shows you exactly how to hook your audience, keep them engaged, and then turn viewers into booked appointments. Grab the download link in the show notes. There is no opt-in required. Here's my take. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for connection. When you show up live and you focus on being helpful, real, and conversational, people will respond. They're not looking for a perfect pitch. They're looking for someone that they can trust with their money, their goals, their future. And that's why storytelling is so powerful in your broadcasts. When you tell a story about a client's success, a mistake you've learned from, or a personal breakthrough, you become memorable, you become relatable, you become real. And when people trust you, they book calls. They will sign up and they will stay.
You create trust as a brand and business owner. First, be consistent, not only in the way that you show up and how you add value, but be consistent in your word. Identify your values, and no matter what, show up consistently in reflection of those values. People will look for reasons to not trust you, and if you're being consistent, that's going to help them get over that hurdle so much faster. Number two, be transparent. There is a lot of mistrust in the industry, especially with AI taking over and doing a lot of client-facing communication. Always be transparent in how you're using AI, but also be transparent in what you're creating and doing behind the scenes. So every single month we send out an email offering a sneak peek into the Posseverse so that we can make our community feel part of what we're doing and be completely transparent about what we're working on and what we're learning along the way. And then lastly, give control back to your customers. Gone are the days of forcing your customer down a funnel and allowing them only to buy when you say it's okay to buy.
Now, let's tackle some of the most common questions about using live video as a financial advisor. You can also drop your questions in the comments and I will address them. Whether it's tech setup, structuring your story, or making your broadcasts more interactive, don't worry, I got you covered. All right, let's start with a question from Dan Wilson. What if I mess up during a live broadcast? Totally normal. And honestly, that's part of the appeal. Live video isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. Small mistakes make you more relatable and actually trustworthy. Just stay focused on helping your audience and they'll value the authenticity over a polished presentation over time. Okay, from Bradley Brevins, how long should my live broadcast be? My recommendation, keep it short and focused, and it beats a long and rambling video. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes to start with, long enough to deliver value, but short enough to keep attention. As your confidence and your audience grows, you can expand, especially if you're engaging through like Q&A and interviews. Our next question is from El Marie. Okay, do I need fancy equipment to go live? Nope. A decent smartphone, a ring light, and a good audio, like a simple clip-on mic, are enough to start. What matters more is what you say, not how flashy your setup is. Just make sure you're well lit and your message is clear. Okay, from @RetireReady. What if no one shows up when I go live? I've had that happen. And it happens to everyone at first, so don't let it stop you. Most of your traction will come from replays, not the live audience, but speak like you're talking to someone one-on-one. And promote the replay just like you would a recorded video. Consistency is what builds your live audience over time, and keep promoting the video. If you have more questions, drop them in the comments, even if this is in replay, or send a DM directly to me and be happy to answer your question. Remember that I am going to invite the 3 most engaged advisors to be a guest on our broadcast or podcast, where I will interview you, highlight what makes you stand out from your competition, and gives you an opportunity to address the top 3 concerns of your audience.
What is your video marketing strategy? All right, so I'm going to share with you my video marketing strategy that you can absolutely steal and use in your own business. I actually follow a 3-tiered video marketing strategy. The first is I create short form video content like this to help me grow. Short form content is really great at getting more eyeballs on your brand. I then do long form video content. I'm not talking like an hour-long video. I'm talking 8 minutes. I love to do YouTube videos to really educate, add value, and nurture my audience. And then lastly, I do live content. And I love live content because it allows me to just be myself, show my personality, and connect with my audience once they join my products and join my communities. So short form, long form, live, use that strategy. Let me know how it goes.
All right, let's wrap it up. Live video is one of the fastest, most effective ways to build trust and convert prospects into clients. When you structure your broadcasts in the right way, lead with value, use real stories to connect, and you'll stand out in a sea of competition. And don't forget, grab your free copy as lights go out. Welcome to Alive. And grab your copy of the broadcast outline in the show notes, and I'll walk you through every step so you can launch your next live stream with a little more confidence. If you got value from today's episode, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss out on a tip that you could use for digital marketing to grow your financial practice. And if you're ready to take your live video strategy to the next level, schedule a 15-minute complimentary strategy call with me today. Click on the link below. We'll talk about how to turn your broadcasts into a lead generation machine that builds real trust and closes more deals. And again, don't forget, download your free broadcast outline from the show notes. And until next time, keep it real, keep it live, and I will see you in the digital world.